Hello and welcome to the part 2 of PDKU Campaign 6 Episode 1. We're picking right back up where we left off when our internet farted out. And we're going to pick up with...
Weren't we being kicked out?
Yeah, we were being kicked out.
I would like for all you to leave my office as Clayton and Lady Vera are at the Scotland Yard in London.
If I know something... Booby.
Lady Vera Booby.
Booby.
What's booby?
It's just her booby was popping out. Now,
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
All right.
now listen, okay? We just are, we're curious because they're our friend, right? But we have things to offer you. We met all three people.
I have
who
told you
disappeared.
all that we have. This is an ongoing investigation. We are looking for leads.
I'm telling you what I have. We met all three people who disappeared last night. So, do you have any questions about what we said to them, how they were acting?
She pulls out her pen again. They were talking with each other.
Yes.
What did they
Seemed-
say?
We were all talking with each other.
Yes, and it seems like from your perspective that whatever version of Dr. Julius Smith that we met,
Very creepy.
very creepy, was giving Dr. Mehmet a little bit of a scare.
It seemed like that was true. And then later it seemed like he was drunk, maybe. That somebody was getting him drunk.
I see. Well, this is all very pertinent information. Thank you very much for your time and for your volunteership. Please return if you hear anything more.
Okay. What was your name?
Inspector Fleming?
Inspector Fleming.
You're Inspector Fleming.
Okay, thank you, Inspector Fleming. And please contact us if you know anything about our friends, please.
Of course. Have a good day.
I did not like her.
No, I also think she's a bad inspector.
Yeah, agree.
We should be number one on her list of people to suspect, and yet she wants us out of her office? Stupid inspector.
I'm saying this as I'm going to try to say this as like close to the door that we just left as possible. I don't know if you want to.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll say it.
She should suspect us.
I mean, she should. She should be asking us so many questions.
We just saw them. Yes.
Maybe they don't want to solve it.
Always return to
Maybe.
Yes.
In on it.
And I'm rich. I can hide a body like nobody's business.
Yeah,
I feel
true.
like they should suspect me first.
No, that's true. Rude to us at Scotland Yard.
Blinds on her office close a little tighter.
You're next.
We keep a list of everyone who's been rude to us and a list of everybody who's gay.
Yeah.
On the board.
Same
Rude
list.
corner.
Oh my god.
Well, so what did we gain from that? We gained that.
We gained honestly absolutely nothing.
Well, we know that the arson was from the outside in.
Yes.
And that it was a clear arson, that
Yes.
it was Molotov cocktails, and that they were targeting the study, papers, and research. That's all good information.
Well, okay, we got some stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
It's-
I don't think just in examining the house, and I'm not sure if we would be able to find that. Maybe.
Yes. Well, speaking of cocktails, should we get a gimlet on the way?
There we go.
You're my type of lady. I will do that.
Come on, dearie.
We go arm in arm.
Arm in arm out down the steps to the lady's carriage as you make a stop, just enough time along the way on your way to St. John's Wood.
No, I'm
Stop
gonna
and-
make Stanley shake it while he drives the carriage.
He's actually
And then
brought
hand
the
it
bottle.
down.
He opens the carriage cart where liquor is kept and mixers and everything, and is shaking it as he drives you along.
walking?
as-
You guys. Yeah, we were right next to the.
Yeah, we're close.
You guys were close.
Oh yeah.
as
Oh, wait,
Well,
we're going up
there.
here.
We're catching the.
You can
The T train?
The
you
tube?
can catch a bus, right?
The tube is exists.
It's saying we're catching the tube. Without
The
the
London
doubt.
Undergrounds, making your way up towards St. John's Wood. As both of you have gimlets along the way, courtesy of Stanley. Eventually, the carriage pulls up just as you're arriving from the train. The 5 of you convene. And you see, along this block, more Scotland Yard activity, more taped off areas. You can see people kind of looking out from windows, from behind drapes of this well-appointed neighborhood. Tall, white brick houses, a sort of almost like upper middle class neighborhood. Beautiful little lawns off to the side and yards and gardens. And in the middle of that, a scorch mark where a house once stood.
Completely burned down.
Timbers rotted and
Shiver me.
burnt up, sticking up.
Shiver me.
Looking around, it seems to have quieted down a little bit as you're approaching here. You see the remains of Dr. Makryat's home, the address matching the one that he gave you here in St. John's Wood. As you approach, we're going to go to the crossroads that I put in Discord. Thank you to the people who showed up very promptly on Discord.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
voted in this
I want to check that out.
poll,
Wait, I'm not gonna
which the poll was, who
I'm not-
approaches them,
I'm not gonna look.
a delivery boy or a guy selling buttons?
Join the Discord.
Delivery
As-
guy or a guy
Join
selling
the
buttons?
A
Discord.
delivery boy or a guy selling buttons?
Everybody do a different accent.
Buttons. Fabulous buttons.
And
Buttons are what? Or who?
a
As
delivery boy.
A
you
button
all
husband.
come across this house, you see just the sheer wreckage of it, the burnt remains of it, and you can see standing in the road, looking up at it, holding a paper, rectangular sort of paper package with a note attached to it. This boy in a little flat cap looking around, and then he locks eyes with all of you. He says, "Hey! Are you friends with the person who lived there?
Yeah, it's my brother. Do you have a package for him?
I'm delivery for him. What am I supposed to do with that?
You can give it to us.
Your friends?
He's my brother.
Brother.
Family.
And I can trust you.
Yes.
Extra, extra.
This package is extra special.
He immediately switched from Cockney to. Hey!
So, he thinks for a moment and looks up at you. Go ahead and make a charm or persuade roll with a bonus die.
When a random
Child.
child shows up with exactly what we need.
Hey!
Would you like a butterscotch candy?
Yeah?
Would you like a butterscotch candy?
Yeah!
Let me look. I'm gonna open my bag and try to find a little candy for
Make
you.
a luck roll to see if you have a butterscotch.
And do I do both again for the bonus die or
Just the tens.
Yeah, that's a 12,
Okay,
all
yeah.
right.
You have a butterscotch candy?
I do have a butterscotch candy.
Amazing. You can also make a charm roll if
Hard success.
hard success.
Yeah, I'll make a charm roll.
As
That is a hard success as well.
he walks by Clayton and just kind of pushes the package into your chest and goes and looks in your bag and grabs a butterscotch. Thanks, miss.
Oh, right. Off you go, street urchin.
Hey, that's rude.
Bitch. Oh, sorry, no, that's out of character.
As he turns on his heel and just starts running down the street and gets to a bicycle and just bikes away.
What a character.
And you're given a
Tells
package.
me I'm gonna see that guy again.
Somebody told me he was from a different plane of existence.
You are given.
That was Franklin Delano
package.
Roosevelt.
What you're holding seems clear from the outside that it's a book inside the package, and there's a note on top.
Give it to us.
My dear Makryat, you're busy. Want to read it together?
Oh, yeah.
My dear.
Makryat.
I thought we were going to be. Okay,
Well, I thought we were going to do alternating words.
how about. Okay,
Unison.
My dear
Makryat.
Makryat,
Your business in Milan having concluded in a relatively quiet manner, I'll forgive you the fright your initial letter caused me. What sort of artifact was worth such trouble? Or was it the matter of keeping it from Salim?
Salim.
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 Though you have run from him for most of your life, you must make peace, either with your father or with your memory of him, for your own sake. In any case, I was happy to provide your Milanese connection, and I loved the book. Please send more. Only the best. Virgilia Dondria. We did amazing at that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Salim?
S-E-L-I-M.
Anyone remember
Salim?
what the first letter was? Why do I feel like we saw that letter?
S.
No, but about Milan,
He told us that he was in Milan, right?
Oh, yeah.
He had gone to Milan. He had told that to
Artifactors
Mr.
were
Smith
such trouble.
when he listened, I think.
Yeah.
Salim is
As
our
you're
big
standing
dad.
here, to this point that a small hansom cab shows up, a horse-driven little carriage with a man in sort of a driving cap, glasses, and sort of working clothes, steps off and looks at all of you and says, "Party of Clayton Lane?
Yes, that's actually me, yes.
I have a message for you." And he pulls out a small piece of paper.
Love
On
the
one
lot
side-
we're getting.
On one side is an address in Cheapside, London, and the other is a note.
It's from Makryat. Come at once. I haven't long. For God's sake, let no one follow you. Makryat.
Let's go. To the address.
We go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Make sure no one's following us. Checking.
Make sure, checking.
Okay.
We're checking.
We're going by tube so that we can
Tube!
we're going by tube.
I've never ridden underground.
But it's a lot more difficult to follow than stagecoach. Don't you think?
I suppose you're right. Just somebody's
think-
gonna.
Do you think maybe this could be a new adventure for you?
Well, somebody's got to walk me through the process. I don't know how you do the thing where you pay and you walk through and you touch things. With your,
I know, but touching things can be a little tricky the first
Yes.
time. But you're selling yourself short. You're gonna be able to figure it out really easy. But we got you back. And as for the touching things, that's just gonna have to be something you deal with.
You can hold on to my arm.
I think I should go in character.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
You know, when I was a little girl, I was in the school play,
Oh,
What production?
Babes in Toyland,
What?
which I don't think is appropriate. Like it's like 1903. 1906.
Yeah.
No, some.
babes.
I was Babe.
Wow. I didn't know we were the star.
I'm not familiar.
What if I play in a elderly woman?
Did you say 1903?
Yeah.
How'd you know that? Do you just have that in your head?
Yeah.
Whoa.
What the hell?
That's
Word.
crazy.
Yeah, that's
That's-
amazing.
Amazing.
I think this is a fantastic idea. Whenever you're doing something new on this journey that makes you feel a little uncomfortable, you
I should put on a
you
character.
Can be Babe.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I am an elderly woman, your grandmother named Babe,
Babe, grandmother.
last name Ruth.
Grandmother Babe Ruth. Yes, grandmother.
Grandmother Babe Ruth.
Now, Bert, do you think you're gonna have the confidence to sell it?
I got in to that hotel and I got us what we needed.
Yes.
That's true.
So why don't I? Do you still have that coat that looks like a dirty pile of garbage?
My coat. My main coat.
Yes.
My main
Why don't
coat
I put
ever
that over
wore.
my body so that they look a little bit more disheveled and
Oh, does that mean I get to wear your coat?
We need to buy you a coat, or you a new one.
I'll give you my coat and you buy me a new coat.
You obviously have a deal.
Oh my god.
Yes. Thank you. New friends. Okay, so I'm gonna use your coat. Wrap it around my body.
Traded, wrapped beautifully around your body. You make your way to the undergrounds. Is that right? To the tube.
Underground.
Yeah, meanwhile, can we just really look? No one follow. No one follow.
You betcha. Go
We
ahead,
wake up into different trains.
and you can roll a combined So you're going to use one roll for 2 different skills. Combined stealth and spot hidden.
For everyone?
What do you mean combined? Like,
You do
Meaning you
one.
roll once, and that's
Pick
the
one?
number for both rolls.
oh.
So what is it? Sorry.
What do you mean combined?
Stealth
Okay.
and spot hidden.
I'm using one. Wait, so this is just for us personally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Failed both.
I'm using 1 luck, and I succeed on both.
Extreme success, spot hidden.
Whoa.
Regular success, spot hidden.
You don't re-roll.
Oh.
You take the extreme success for
what?
whatever you rolled.
Oh, great.
It
7.
might be a different stat though.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like if you rolled a 24, that might be an extreme success on stealth, but
I got a
success.
7, so it was an extreme success on spot hidden.
Oh yeah, of
and
course.
a 7 and a hard success on stealth.
Amazing.
I only succeeded on spot hidden and not stealth.
I failed both.
Let's say all together. Spot hidden, mainly, it's just on this block around the house. There's a lot of eyes looking out windows. There's people stopped on corners at the end of the block, looking at the ruins and looking at the people standing in front of it, standing beside the Scotland Yard. No one pops out to you, even with the hardest success of spot hidden. You are able to confidently, with those successful stealth rolls, combined with the spot hidden, confidently say that you are not followed.
Nice.
And you disappear into the London undergrounds, making your way underneath the city of London to a neighborhood that Lady Vera, you would know that gentry such as yourself do not look kindly upon it. This is Cheapside. This is a neighborhood under the imposing shadow of St. Paul's Cathedral. Here you find blocks of grimy buildings, cramped, narrow streets. As you come out of the undergrounds, the day is getting on. The winter twilight now beginning to dim the skies above you. It's bitingly cold in the wind tunnels of these streets. As you pull your coats around your shoulders, you make your way to the address that was on the back of that card. The address leads you to a grimy building on an undistinguished street where there is a painted black door in front of you. Looking around, you don't see anyone else on this block.
Can I go in?
Push. It's closed.
Can I?
Not? Oh.
Yeah. Well, if I can go in, I probably would go in.
You turn the knob and it is locked.
And you didn't have the lock picking thing?
I'd probably just knock then, right?
Yeah.
There's no lock picking. Oh,
Yeah.
locksmith. I see.
Yeah, I got 0.
Yeah.
James had that.
You knock.
Yeah, no.
And you hear
That's James' business.
The
Sort of
sound
lockpicking.
of the door being unlocked as it opens,
Oh.
and you see Beddoes, pale, sweat, grime on his face, clearly unbathed, deep, dark circles under his eyes, red veins in them. Look, all of you. You came.
Where's Mehmet?
Come in. As he opens the door, you can see that his hands are bandaged. As he opens the door into a dark hallway, leading you all in, and shutting the door behind you. The floorboards creak deeply underneath your feet as you walk into this decrepit house. All the drapes have been pulled shut, shutting out as much light as possible. And you enter into this one main room that seems to take up the majority of the house. A dingy bed-sitting room, devoid of furniture beyond a decrepit-looking chair, a closet, a side table, and a bed with yellowed sheets. And in the dim light, you see breathing.
Ooh. Damn.
Mehmet Makryat lying on the bed. In the dim light, he's almost a shadow, just breathing on this bed.
I run over to him.
As you approach him, it's then that you can discern the intense burns on his face, scarring across his whole feature, making him familiar but almost unrecognizable. And I'm going to need you to make a sanity roll.
I pass.
You do not lose any sanity. As you approach him on the bed, you can see that his eyes are swollen shut. His facial hair is almost entirely seared away. On the side table, the bedside table, you can see that there are bottles and tubes of medicine, including morphine. And as you approach, the sound of your footsteps, you see Makryat struggle to sit up in bed, speaking in a gasping wheeze.
Please, don't.
Don't.
Say what. Please.
I have to. There are things that you need to know. I will not be able to speak for long. My throat. Listen close.
We're listening.
As you all gather into this room, I invited you to London to ask for help. I fear now that I need far more help than I thought. I've been on the trail of an occult artifact. A statue. Strange, malignant power. They call it the Sedefkar Simulacrum. It's an old object, taken apart at the end of the 18th century, scattered across Europe. I sought the pieces, I sought to destroy them. But there's a hunger, a greed spreading across Europe. There are those who seek the statue for dark purposes. She looks over at Beddoes, who is now sitting in the chair next to the bed, bandaged hands shaking as he stares down at Makryat's burned face. As Makryat continues, we were attacked at my home last night by madmen. They tried to burn us alive, but Beddoes saved us both. My research was destroyed, or else it was stolen, but I still have my leads. He looks up at you with wide, desperate eyes. And I still believe we can find the other pieces before it's too late. As you can hear him clearly beginning to lose his voice slowly but surely. I will tell you what I know, and let you decide what you may. John, if you would. And he nods to Beddoes. And Beddoes, bandage hands shaking, opens the drawer, pulling it open, and takes out a notepad and a pen and starts taking down notes of what Makryat is saying. The statue. Paris was where the statue was dismembered. The owner was a noble, Comte Fenelic. He lost it prior to the French Revolution. Some part of the statue may still be in France. Napoleon's soldiers carried a piece into Venice when they invaded that city. Another fragment, come to believe, made its way to Trieste at the same time. I don't know what became of it beyond that, but look up. Johann Winkelmann at the museum there. There may be a piece in the kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes. I would start at the National Museum of Belgrade. Dr. Milovan Todorovic is the curator. Beyond that, another part was lost near Sofia during the Bulgarian War in 1875. At the time, things of value were hidden from the invaders, so I believe it may be buried somewhere. The pieces must be collected and destroyed. The only one sure way to do that is to take them home. There is a place in Constantinople called the Shunned Mosque. There's a ritual that I think could destroy it utterly. The ritual is set down in a set of documents known as the Sedefkar Scrolls. Unfortunately, where they are, I do not know. This was my request to you. I would have had you join me, to travel with me. I would have tried to keep you safe. I'm sorry. I would have you recover the Sedefkar simulacrum and destroy it. In all humility and understanding that this would send you into a danger unearned by any of you. A journey that would take you across the whole of the continent. I put myself and my request at the mercy of your good wisdom and good conscience. I am at your mercy. See here, the moisture nearly gone from his voice as he looks up. This simple question in his eyes to each of you. As he nods.
Yes, I cannot speak for the rest of them, but I am in. Doctor, what happens if, as you said, the greedy people that seek it get all the pieces and put it together? What can the statue do? Do you know?
Only fragments of stories. All I know, and what I believe, is that it would afford the wielder a power that I believe would threaten all the nations of this land.
Do our best, Mehmet.
Of course. Of course.
As you see the last bit of moisture in his body collect in his eyes as he looks at all of you. Thank you. Thank you. There's one more thing. The final piece. And he looks over at Bedos. And he gives him a nod. As his voice gives out, Bedos stands up, putting down the paper and the notes. He goes over to the closet. He opens it. And from it, he extracts 2 things. The first is a valise, small leather briefcase, time-worn, that he opens up and presents to you all. And inside are 200 new Bank of England £5 notes, totaling 1,000 pounds sterling.
Nothing for you.
As Beddoes hands it to you.
Or should we put it in the center?
Beddoes says,
Go
this should suffice to pay for the 5 of you to travel in comfort across Europe. Given as he looks down at the notes, picking them up, destinations you have in mind. A train may be of best use to you. And he turns around and he pulls out a small crate from the shadows of the closet, and he pries open the inside, placing it on the table. Inside is black velvet fabric, and his bandaged hand steps back and gestures to the lot of you to the box.
Right.
You go up to it.
Yeah, go take it.
Going up, and you remove the fabric. Looking inside. Life size is a torso. The sculpture of a man's chest. Almost seemingly porcelain, featureless, without any blemish. Clayton, as you unveil it, your hands placed upon it, looking down at it, you almost get lost looking at it as you can see tessellations of patterns only faintly visible on it, only upon a close inspection. Tessellations of small torsos, just spreading like a mosaic across the whole of the torso, or when you step back, it seems to be perfectly smooth white porcelain. As Beddoes says, I would keep that somewhere safe along your journey.
This is a piece of it.
Makryat, the piece I found in Milan. It's yours now. Take it. Assemble the rest. I will never be able to make up for this. Thank you.
Of course.
So you begin to see his eyes rolling back in his head, the exertion giving way as Mehmet Makryat, burned across his entire visage, hair seared off, bandaged where he can, lays back in the bed as Beddoes goes to the pill bottles and to the drip and inserts an IV and begins to administer to him. As Beddoes looks up to all of you. Godspeed.
Stay safe.
Do you have a place we can reach you?
I think that we'll be able to know where you are easier, but he'll be in a place to get better soon. We'll reach out from there. She nods to each of you.
I go through my purse, and I hand them 200 pounds.
Spetos takes it, his hand shaking uncontrollably as he looks at you.
Stay safe.
And you. As he goes back to helping Makryat.
How are we gonna carry this thing on a tube?
It's life-sized.
Life-size torso.
It's in a suitcase.
It's in a suitcase.
I guess we'll carry it in this
Oh, there
suitcase.
we go.
Yeah.
Make your way out, down the creaking hallway as the door shuts behind you. Night has fallen in London. As you find yourselves with this item. And a prerogative set before you. What are you all doing in this moment?
Do we know about this? The train.
You would know that the fastest and most reliable way, especially with the money that's been given you in this valise, to make your way from city to city, from London all the way across Europe to Constantinople, would be the Simplon Orient Express.
I suppose we grab our things and go.
Grandmother Babe Ruth.
I think we can drop the act now.
Right.
Yes.
Well, you tell me it's good. Would will you come with us?
Truthfully, I've never left England. I always wanted to go to Paris, but Hubert wouldn't allow me. So, now that it's just me, I think I'm up for an adventure. I think it's what Warnaby would like anyway.
Yes.
Seeing his old bags of bones mother going on a train.
I suppose we have to get out the tickets.
Do you want me to buy the tickets?
Well, no,
Yeah,
we have
the-
£1,000.
Yes, but why don't I... No, well, yeah, let's use the money.
Well, if you're off,
Yeah.
where do we get the ticket?
You would know, Lady Vera, that Thomas Cook and Son would be the hospitality arrangers, that you would be able to go at this hour even to book your arrangements.
Great. Should we stop at my estate first and then grab our stuff and then go to the
Yes.
booking agent?
So you make your way via the tube, via carriage, on your way to Kensington, make your way back to the estate. It feels drafty and cold as you go and pick up your things, Lady Vera, looking at this house that you've spent so much time in, and packing luggage, not for Coxworth, but for abroad. As you are quickly arranged a carriage to go into the city. All
Real
the five
quick.
of you. Yes.
Is the suitcase it's in, like, does it have a lock mechanism?
It does.
That's all.
Absolutely. It's securely locked. The five of you ride your carriage through London. Find your way to Thomas Cook and Son, where with Lady Vera's credit rating and her help,
You want me to roll for
quickly.
it?
I think that it goes without saying that things. What'd you get?
Fail.
No, I mean, it's really hard to fail my credit rating. My credit rating is a 90.
Oh!
Holy shit!
Wow.
So, I mean, it's a success.
Yeah. Wow. Very quickly, you are known by the proprietor here as they gather all your things and quickly set an arranged course for you, a train trip that will go from London to Calais, Paris, on into Italy, Milan, Venice, on into Bulgaria, past through Europe, all the way to the east. And as you are directed to head from Thomas Cook and Son to St. Pancras Station for the next train, which leaves, you're made aware that the Orient Express proper leaves out of Paris, France, and that you will be taking a luxury train out of London and down through England and on a ferry ride over to France. But Thomas Cook and Son quickly make sure that you are given all the proper things to let you know about your journey.
Not the booklets. You guys.
To let you know
Oh, shit. We're gonna be
about the
studying.
journey ahead.
Oh my lord.
My train ride home is
Booked.
booked.
Yeah.
Thomas Cook and Son have traveler's companions for each of you, which
Wow.
have
Those are gorgeous.
maps and
Oh my god, I'm so
they
excited.
have notable landmarks in each city that you're going to visit. They have hotel arrangements to possibly look into, various choices for you. They have
Whoa.
small histories of each place that you're going to. A couple of them are have misprints. Please share amongst yourselves when you reach those. But please go ahead.
This is wild.
Eric!
Eric.
In addition,
This is so
you are
cool.
each given
So cool.
tickets aboard your train. You can find the one with your name on it under Gnome there.
Clayton Lane.
Mailbox! I didn't leave my mailbox.
Okay.
But this I'm taking with me. Wow.
Additionally,
So
the
cool.
5 of you won't be able to travel abroad, unfortunately, without the proper paperwork. And thusly, we have arranged for each of you to have passports.
Oh, Eric.
Are you kidding?
They are for you to fill out. However, they do each have your portrait already in there, but for you to fill out the information, what information you think you would put in there.
Oh
There's
my
2 British ones.
And then US.
Those are for the Brits, and 3 US.
Oh my god.
This is so cool. We have different
And
passports.
visas. You guys, we have visas.
Holy shit. Don't
This
lose
is-
them, you guys. Don't lose
Oh.
Well, I have a cubby.
We have a cubby.
My
Yeah, we can keep all of our stuff. Thank God we have got the cubbies.
This is
It's so-
so
As you're given all the proper arrangements, you head to St. Pancras Station, finding yourselves in the
There's a
beautiful
spot for my
old
wife.
train station, the depot, the international train station
see.
here in London. The 5 of you have a final little goodbye to the capital of England, this place that some of you are from and others of you traveled far and wide to reach, as train tracks lead on to travels unknown. The train from St. Pancras heads south.
Oh my god.
Heads south out of London. It's a leisurely 2 hours through the English countryside, through Kent, across the snow-covered Romney marshlands, and finally you reach Dover, where you can see the white cliffs of Dover, the edge, the bleeding edge of England, reaching out towards the English Channel. And in Dover, you disembark your train and quickly board a ferry that takes you in luxurious accoutrements across the Channel to the coast of France, in the city of Calais. The ferry taking a few hours over waves, stars lighting the sky above you as you travel onto mainland Europe, some of you for the first time. To make your way, taking your foot off the ferry and on to the land of Europe here. As the darkness continues, you board a train in this small town of Calais, and here, see for the first time the little hint of the train to come. A couple coaches that will be adjoined in the future to the train that you will find in Paris. Here we find the Calais coach, beautifully appointed sleeping cars that are led out of Calais and across the French countryside, blanketed still with snow here in the north of France. And As the darkness continues, as hours pass, some of you able to get some sleep here. You're in the warmth of this little taste of the express, looking out the window as you see the train approaching what looks almost like an enormous altar of candles, glowing warmly in the snow in the distance. Paris, the city of lights, the Eiffel Tower glittering over all the
Goosebumps.
arrondissements. As your train pulls in to Gare de l'Est, this monumental stone train station in the north of Paris. And here it is that you catch your first sight of the full luxury train, which will be your luxurious mode of transportation across Europe, the Simplon Orient Express. You see magnificent carriages in this train station, resplendent in deep gold, or deep blue with gold trim. You can see amidst the bustle of this station, people working with dark blue overcoats, beautifully trimmed and tailored Orient Express wagon lit attendants, conductors, bringing on fresh produce from Paris onto the train, stocking the kitchen for the gourmet meals to come. Inside frosted windows, you can see the warm glow of lamps on each table of the elegant dining car and the salon car, which includes a grand piano and a beautiful rounded-off bar for late-night cocktails aboard the train. Passageways are finished in gleaming, lacquered wood, connecting plush sleeping compartments in the midst of being beautifully primed and prepared for the passengers to come. But you have arrived here as you pull into Paris. You have arrived here with business to attend to in this city before you will be carried off across the French countryside up into the snowy mountains of Europe by the Orient Express. We'll end our session there for tonight.
Oh my
Full body
goodness.
chills for real.
We're on the train. Wait, did
Holy
we get notes from Meadows?
You
About all,
betcha.
Like,
Oh,
the
yeah,
million
true.
I know. I
Yes.
halfway through
Here are your
scrolling, I
notes.
was like, the notes. He took out a pen and paper.
Yeah.
All the notes you need are right there.
This is like our roadmap for the
Yes,
whole
definitely.
damn
That is
thing.
certainly a roadmap
She
of
needs to be
sorts.
pinned in.
This is so incredible.
Praise it to you. Praise it
You
to
guys, the
somebody.
way that
I
y'all
know.
don't even
Yeah, this is insane.
It's booklets.
booklets with a
Guys.
passport with a visa inside of it. Different if British
Different
or
passports,
American.
Different passports.
Thank you so much to you guys, the players, for sticking it out for the extremely packed opening
wait.
episode of the campaign. Just wanted to make sure that we got through a certain amount in this first episode. I think it's gonna help future us, even if tonight us is up at midnight. Love you guys. Very excited for you guys to be
Love you.
Dude.
traveling aboard the Express.
Love you.
Thank you guys.
Love you. Love you.
Love ya.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
And thank
See
you for
next
watching.
week.
See you on the Express.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.